Hey everybody, this is Chosen and Butterfly bringing you a dual commentary of a StarCraft 2 match here. And we actually have Bubba playing the Zerg in the bottom left 7, 8 o'clock position. And he's going up against Rebuked up in the top right of the map, playing in about the 1 or 2 o'clock position. And both these guys are actually in the top 100 of the Blizzard rankings. Bubba actually ranked a little bit ahead. He's 79th, and Rebuked is number 87. So if you're looking to watch high-level StarCraft, this is a great game to watch. Who do you think is going to have the edge in this one, Butterfly?
Well, it's gonna be hard to say. I like Bubba. I'm a fan of him actually for Zerg. I've been playing Zerg since from the beta, and I like the feel of it, and I'm still liking how everything's going. There's been a lot of talk though with Z versus T, and I know you like to talk about that a lot too, whether balance issues or whatnot. But I'm actually gonna go with Bulba just because I'm more familiar with him though. Rebuke I have not really seen too often actually.
I don't think Zerg vs. Terran is necessarily imbalanced as far as the units and the structure of the races are concerned. I just think Terran is easier to play at a high level than Zerg is.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you on that. And the course. And I thought a lot of people were going to start playing Zerg when StarCraft 2 came out, and then they'd slowly shift away from it because they're like, wow, this really is a lot harder than I thought, so this sucks. We must note that Boba actually did right into the expansion before even getting a spawning pool.
Yeah, so Bubba going for the very quick expansion, and I do want to let you guys know that this is a best of 3 series, and these guys are currently tied 1 game to 1 game. So this is the deciding game 3. Who's going to win the best of 3? And Rebuked actually throwing down that bunker at the Natural Expo. You think this is going to work?
Yeah, it could kind of, but if he's able to get... Okay, they're good. He's pulling out the drones right now. The 3 drones or whatever will be just fine to fend this off. All he has to do is kill the SCV.
I don't know. That bunker's finishing at a rapid rate. But he barely gets it.
Well, that's a lot closer than I thought. Usually you can get there it's a little easier, but this map's actually a little further away, just slightly. And that extra second actually matters a lot. Did he go fast? I'm assuming he was going for the Reaper. Yeah, the Reaper works really good to fend off this fast expansion because they can out-micro a queen when they're off the creep, and the Zerglings are too slow. Like, they really rely on the creep that's early in the game. Bubba went into a 13 pull right after this fast expansion. And this is actually what I like to do. I like to get the hatch before even the spawning pool. But sometimes you have to save your larva if you know the Terran opponent's coming. Alright, and Rebuke actually comes down with an SCV to refinish this bunker.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, but here comes the Grim Reaper. He's already on his way, and he's going to have to cheap shot this bunker and prepare... it's really hard to block a Reaper from getting into a bunker. I'm assuming that he'll make it, to be honest with you.
If the bunker's still alive.
Yeah, I think the bunker's going to go. He might have to set... Wow, yeah,
wow.
You can savage your bunkers, and that's a thank God for Terran, that's for sure. But this Reaper actually should be... Yeah, okay, you can't really move in now with the Queen. Did he get a dual Queen? Yes, absolutely love it. I do the same. You got to get the dual Queen because it fends off both Reapers and Hellions. So... it's actually a win-win, and it kind of it's your nest egg, to be honest with you. You have to have it.
I've seen the first 2 games of this series, and I was pretty impressed with Bubba's Zerg. I definitely see why he's in the top 100 of Blizzard's rankings. I do think he's slightly more solid of a gamer than Rebuked is as of now, so I would give the favor to Bubba, but you can never tell how the matchup is going to play out. When both players are in the top 100, they're obviously both good enough to pull crazy things off.
I agree with you. Well, I don't know. Whenever I'm playing against a Terran player, I'm like, man, this map favors Terran. This map favors Terran. That's how I always feel, because their position's so awesome. But this map, there's enough openings, enough layways, and enough different ways to go for Zerg to sneak around and stuff. Rebuke really can't be throwing away these Reapers. He needs to do a little more damage with them. And the Roaches will fend off the Reapers and both Hellions if he were to go them. But Rebuke actually went for the fast command center, which is an awesome deal. The Reapers give you the map control, so you don't have to worry about crazy Roach pushes or even mass slings. But you have to get the Reaper speed, which he already did, which I think just had to finish. So, but it prevents them from pushing out with any early fast lings even or the Roaches. because roaches can't really make it on their own without the speed. But I mean, they're great defending units still this time. But Rebuke really has to make sure that he saves these units and just doesn't throw them away.
Well, Bubba's developing a pretty significant economic advantage. He's ahead in harvesters, and he's got the expansion and the 2 bases up and running, whereas the Terran is still at 1.
Yeah, but he actually has his second orbital command finished, and he's actually going to lift that any second now. Oh, actually, well, he has the rally point set to his main. It looks like he's going to just kind of pump a few SCVs from it first before he makes the transfer. But
yep, and he's going for, looks like 2 tech labs and and 1 reactor, 2 tech labs and 2 reactors on the barracks.
Well, he's going to definitely be going some crazy Marine Marauder build, that's for sure, I'm assuming. But he hasn't really upgraded the concussion shell or anything yet, so we can't do... Okay, the Zerg's actually going to be able to get a scout. With this build, this should not even be happening, to be honest with you. There's no way that...
yeah, he's got to have that depot raised up.
Like, I mean, literally, they give you a lot of map control.
Oh, and he got it in time.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah, he's done. He's like, come on. You got to give me my due. Yeah, he's pumping out Marauders now. Well, the upgrades tell you so much. So much.
I just want to say something quick. I don't see why the Zerg don't get 1 creep colony in their mineral line. I mean, all the times that he's pulled off 4 or 5 drones to avoid Reapers, like, that's hundreds of minerals he's lost in mining time. And the spine crawler is only 100 minerals. I think it's definitely worth it when you know the Terran opponent is going to be harassing you with Reapers.
I get the 1 spine crawler as of now just because it... from the Hellions alone, and I usually don't tech to roaches actually till like mid or late game actually, and I like to use the spine crawlers like my defense to kind of lure, like, hey, you can run your Hellions in, and when they try to run them up the ramp, I'm like, nope, Lings, get back, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, I agree with you. I like to see just 1 at least, especially when they went committed to Reapers. But I mean, Bubba, like a lot of the pro gamers, they don't like to waste in the original StarCraft. They didn't like to waste on Sunkens. Well, it's the same thing. I mean, why put your money into something that's stationary? I mean, even though they can lift and move now.
Well, yeah, but because he doesn't have the spine car, he has to move his drones constantly, or at least he was 2 minutes ago, and that costs you minerals.
He just let the roaches take out a couple of the Reapers. Big mistake, but now he's just kind of... I mean, he's getting a free kill here, it looks like. His bubble seems to not be active. All right, he's pulling it away now. The Reapers did not do enough damage, I felt. And, like, if you're going Reapers, you really need to make some cap on it. You have to get at least a few drones. Okay, this Hellion drop is good. I agree with this play. He did get the upgrade to do a lot more damage. But Bubba actually got the scout on it, and he has roaches ready. So it's not going to be nearly as effective as it could have been.
And Bubba's actually ahead by, like, 25 supply.
Well, he's going to have to do a lot of damage. Let's see if he's going to pull off any drones in time. Oh, he's clustering them together. Do not do that against Hellions. You got to like run them. You got to run them away.
That actually gave Rebuked the lead in harvesters now. So Rebuked has actually pulled ahead in this game, in my opinion. His economy is better, and he has more harvesters, and it looks like he's going to be able to macro up a huge force here eventually.
And I like to see some banelings actually if more Marines come in play. Yeah, I mean, because I know he's going to go... I mean, I can see...
Oh, yeah. Versus Marines, Banelings are just epic.
Oh, my gosh. Bubba's kind of insane. He's actually going to take another Expo. I do like how Rebuke's actually utilizing Terran with its taunt units to actually taunt the Zerg player. Because it prevents them from just massing uber hardcore amount of units. It prevents them from going 44 straight drone. Which you can get away with sometimes, trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's actually in the lead by 6 harvesters now, and he's got those 2 orbitals up and running, so his economy is about 200 to 300 minerals more a minute, and but that is a high yield expansion that Bubba is taking, so if he's able to get that up and running, he'll be able to fight his way back into this game, but I do think Rebuked has a slight lead right now.
Well, Bubba's sectioned into Hydras now, and is also working on his Infestors pit. So I expect to see a couple Infestors for probably fungal growth and so on. But yeah, I mean, really, Rebuke's doing everything about right, especially if he gets a 3rd Expo up. I mean, I would... For Terran, it's so hard to just tack a Terran. Zerg pretty much you just gotta kind of prevent them from expoing, up to 4 times, and then you go into your tier 3, which your ultras or your broodlords. I personally prefer broodlords most of the time against a Terran player. Protoss, vice versa. I like the ultra list.
Rebuked has a ton of gas. He's sitting at 1,000 gas. I mean, that's kind of an error in my opinion.
Well, he's going to be utilizing that soon. I mean, let's see, is he going to be getting
Unless
some
he's saving
Banshees?
up. I mean, yeah, he's saving up for Banshees, or he's saving up for Ravens, it looks like. Oh, yeah, he's broke on gas now, so okay. He was saving up for the Ravens.
Let's see if these Hellions get this gold mineral line from Bubba, then that's going to kill. But, I mean, he has Overlords out. That's what makes Zerg awesome is, you get part of a map hack. It's hard to scout with at times, but unless you're second Overlord, but you get free map hack. How about that?
And it's important to note that Bubba got that level 1 Zerg Ground Carapace upgrade. So he does have the 1 armor upgrade, and Rebuked actually went for the weapons. So it's going to be weapons versus Carapace upgrade. Should pretty much cancel each other out.
Well, he's actually going to have 2 in a second. Because I've seen it just finish and it's going to finish in about 20 seconds here. But, Rebuke's actually going to have his 3rd expo up and running pretty good, and with that many roaches, to be honest with you, I'd expect to see a lot
Zerg
more
is so
Marauders.
huge, though. He's pretty much maxed. He's 193, and Rebuked is 144. So, I mean, he's 50 supply ahead.
And he's actually, I'd say they're about even on the tech tree because of the Ravens alone. But other than that, Infestors are awesome with the fungal growth. Oh, he's going to try and get... Yes, he did. He got the medevac. He's going to have to abandon it because the Hydras are going to pick it off, losing its flexibility. He couldn't pick up. Yeah, he couldn't move out of time.
It's all about the high. Oh, sorry to cut you off, but it's all about the high yield expansion, whereas Rebuke doesn't have one.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, I mean that's definitely. And look at the 59 broke out to 66 for Terran. I don't know, Brad. Really, Rebuke's doing pretty good, but I'd like to see more Marauders though, facing.
Yeah, but Infestors and all these roaches versus all that infantry.
Yeah, but Marauders would would flip this upside down. But we're gonna see right now they're engaging. Fungal Growth's going down. He has one good one down. I don't see another one. I like the position actually from both sides of the army. They both have pretty good way. This is gonna obviously be taken down by Bubba. These Ravens got to pull back. The Ravens are like, wow, they're going to report back to the base. We just saw bloodshed all over the place.
Yeah, those Ravens have a story to tell.
Yeah, definitely. It's not going to be a good one. And Bubba's actually doing the right thing. And now he's not even going to go for the expo. He's just going to assume that Rebuke has taken his 3rd. Oh, okay, I guess not. I was like, he's just going to go right for it. But man, Planetary Fortress is such a pain in the ass to kill. I'm going to say it. Because SCVs are repairing all over the place, and it just makes it
yeah.
But Fungal Growth... makes everything pretty much awesome.
Man, Bubba playing pretty well. He's, every time you take an advantage in the game, it's good to expand.
Yep, and he's doing that. And that's a good note, Brad, because that's actually what separates a lot of the Zerg players from the medium ones, to be honest with you. Yeah, Zerg's just going to kind of walk in here. I don't know. I think it's definitely the GG moment of the game. That's a lot of Ravens. I don't think he could have made him work at the right time. Like I said, if I would have seen more Marauders there in a spread out thin line, and just you got to ball up with Terran, but you also not against Infestors,
And who said Zerg versus Terran's imbalanced? This guy's in the top 100 with Terran. Look at that. It can be done.
Well, yeah. Well, it's one game. I mean, 3 games really, but the one that we're casting.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, definitely. Go ahead and make sure you check out Chofly.com. We're going to be posting up our commentaries and all that through there. Go check out the community sites that are on. A lot of them are going to be hosting crazy tournaments. There's a few going on right now. And just come and be a part of the communities and get involved in StarCraft too. That's what it's all about.
That's right. If you're looking to watch top 100, top 200, top level gaming, that's what we're going to be giving you. At least, 3 videos a week.
Definitely. And also, like, a lot of these tournaments, they're going to have pros and amateurs in the same, so you'll actually get to play. Like, you'll have a chance to actually play against these players that you'll never get today.
There's the GG from Rebuked, so Bubba wins it 2-1. Thanks for watching.
Take care.